How about if I just told you that just means you're a masculine woman?
Not like I don't mind. I don't mind that you feel as though that, but you didn't say against men. You said, how do I feel about myself? So when in a group party with other women, I'm for sure an alpha. With a man, I'm submissive because I'm not trying to be the leader.
You don't say.
You
don't say.
I'm not gonna let y'all sit here and say that women should. Like, I don't mind being that role, but I don't think women should. There's a difference. That's all I'm saying. So I don't mind being submissive. I love.
You don't think women should be submissive?
I love to be submissive. Huh?
You don't think women should be submissive?
I don't think there's a word like should exist. No.
What?
No. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
What about dominatrix?
Wait, those bitches.
That's
different.
Well, that's not like that's a king. That's a king.
Well, here's the thing.
I get your money. That's all I gotta say.
That's just a strange opinion to have. I definitely think the word should be in effect because criminals should be in jail. You know, pedophiles should deserve to die.
Yeah, but a criminal in America now could be a woman getting an abortion. A criminal in America could be you smoking weed. Could be you smoking weed though. So what is a criminal is what matters, and it's perspective that makes the difference. That's what I'm saying.
If it's illegal and you break the law, well, then you're a criminal.
Do you smoke weed?
No, never have.
Fresh. Hi, how you doing? You smoke weed?
I used to.
Okay, you're a criminal. It doesn't matter that you're a criminal. What? Because in America you smoke weed. But you know what I'm saying?
In Barbados,
We're criminals. I'm a criminal. We're criminal. Should I be in jail? Should I put one in the jail? I should be in jail. Put a two. Should be free.
What the? You want to be, bro? If you went to rob the bank,
you
scared the fuck out of me.
They gonna be there for 20 minutes explaining to the tellers what to do.
Put the money in the fuck? Hey, I was in a mask. Fuck.
Yo, like the goddamn video, man.
Yeah, like the video, guys.
Man, wow.
Anyway, so like I was saying, I think should definitely be a thing. But I mean, if you don't think so, then that's a whole other thing. But women should be submissive is my argument.
Just because I don't feel like somebody should be born into the world feeling as though they should fit somewhere. I'm open to that belief, and that's the only reason I'm saying that. As a whole, you know, I was brought up my mom was married multiple years. All of her children are by the same father, the three of us, multiple years apart, but we are still, you know, in the same father. And so, you know, I never was a hoe. My mom brought me up not to be the hoe. I was with my friends in 12th grade, and they was talking about they was fucking. I don't care what y'all
So your mom told you should not be a hoe, and you adhere to that.
Listen,
not.
She said you shouldn't be a hoe, right?
And you followed it.
I chose to. But I also have best friends who also told their mothers or their fathers, I don't fucking know, that they wanted to be a hoe. As a matter of fact, my best friend has been here on y'all's show, and she absolutely hates this platform. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But because y'all are not pro women, and that's okay because she's a reality. She's a pro hoe.
What's pro reality?
I get it, but my friend is pro paid hoe.
Wait, who?
Okay.
So it don't work for her, and I'm open to that because I believe that, you know, men weren't made just to work a job. Y'all weren't made just to provide for us. What? We weren't made just to have women, babies, or whatever. I believe that we were made, you know, to follow suit in whatever path that comes along the way. And that's just how God has put it out for us. It's not like I'm a failure if I don't push out a fucking kid. I'm just not that. And I don't care what you or
so
you
here's
are.
The thing. Here's the difference. Here's the thing.
I just don't.
Men understand that there's a burden of performance. Women don't like to acknowledge that there's a burden of performance.
Yeah.
There's winners and there's losers in life. What you're trying to say right now is like, oh, well, you know, there shouldn't be rules or losers or winners.
Absolutely not.
People should be able to kind of do what they want, and they shouldn't have to adhere to certain societal norms and everything else like that.
because I'm a winner. I hate losers. I've been playing sports all my life.
But shouldn't people be able to just participate without having to worry about winners and
you know
losers?
what? If I was a parent, I would have told my kid, participate to the best of your fucking ability. I don't care where you play. But me growing up, being in AAU and USA running track, I don't believe in that. My motherfucking kid, if you want to play a sport, you're going to, listen, you want to play basketball, you're going to be outside every day shooting that motherfucking hoop. And I don't care what you say.
I love
practicing.
Yes. How does this back to you?
That's the period. You're not going to say, I want to play basketball and I want to go to the best college there is, but you don't be outside shooting hoop like Michael Jordan, nigga.
Okay, anyway, going back to that.
I'm sorry, but that's just a fact.
Women
I'm sorry if I offended anybody here.
I mean, my argument is women should be submissive.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
men should be men. You know, and if we're gonna sit here and kind of blur the lines and everything, well, we end up in the clown world that we're in now, where dudes act like chicks and chicks act like dudes.
No, I hate that. I just said I don't.
Well, then you need the should there.
You know,
just let it go.
I
babe.
just think that there are different aspects of life that you guys are coloring gray, and they weren't meant for that. You know what I mean?
I think we're pretty clear here, black and white.
Yeah. they're making it
No,
black
I mean,
and
if you
white.
were in 1940,
Listen.
women couldn't be the lead role in the family, but you're in 2022, baby,
Because it
and that's
doesn't
just
work when a woman's in a
reality.
lead role in the family.
In what world? It works now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's multiple relationships that it works in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, women are leading right now. Feminism is here. You do
Yes.
realize most marriages end in divorce. Women initiate 80%
I don't
of the
know.
divorces.
Look, I don't know. But let me say this:
Yeah, no.
marriages probably end with women
No.
because the men marry a woman and whoop their ass, and
Go,
I know
queen.
that from 10
Go,
different
queen.
marriages that I know.
Go,
Okay,
queen.
10.
okay.
10.
Off of the.
4 of them were
Hold on,
immigrants
hold
that
on,
married
hold
for
on, I
marriage.
didn't finish my point.
That escalated.
Hold on,
You
queen.
can say whatever you want to say.
Wait,
I know 10 marriages
fact.
that ended because of violence or whatever.
Yep.
It doesn't change the fact that women overwhelmingly initiate divorce.
Absolutely, and I would
So,
too if you whoop my ass. I'm gonna end it.
Okay, anyway, actually the leading
All right,
cause
queen.
of divorce is money issues,
Yeah.
not violence.
No, it's not.
It's
It is money.
proven.
It's this thoughts online. Yeah.
Bruh, like,
It's
yo,
money.
see, I'm telling you facts, and you're using your personal experience to try to, justify the truth. What the reality is, I'm telling you what the truth is. You may have experienced your girl might have been abused by a guy. I'm not saying that isn't valid, but what I am saying is women initiate the divorces about 80% of the time, and on top of that, it's because of money. So I'm telling you what the byproduct is when women lead relationships. Higher
Money,
divorce
like
rates,
he cut off her car
single
because
mother
she wasn't
households.
listening.
What?
What?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Here's what happens when women lead relationships: higher divorce rates. Okay. More divorces,
Mm-hmm.
more single mother households,
Mm-hmm.
children without both their parents involved,
Mm-hmm.
men paying child support, being broke.
Mhm.
That's what happens when women lead. So I know off the numbers alone that female-led households don't work.
Okay.
And you know what's scary? The future
It
is
doesn't work.
looking worse.
Do you want it? Hold on, real quick. Do you want a man that you lead?
I didn't
Realistically
say that.
speaking?
I never said
Hold
that.
on, but tell me, do you want it?
No.
Exactly. Now, all the other ladies at the table, do you want to lead your man in a relationship?
No.
No.
Thank you.
However,
It doesn't work.
I
doesn't
don't
work.
mind.
No,
I do
no,
not
no.
want that, but I
No.
do not mind
What the fuck?
because I have been in a relationship
No.
that when I first got with the man, he was in lead, and throughout the relationship, at a point, he fell under me.
Okay.
And instead of him being hatred towards me, he supported me. And guess what kind of woman that made me? That made me. On the end of our breakup, I didn't
Hold on,
despise
who
him.
broke up?
I
Who
was not
broke up?
bitter. We mutually broke up.
No.
Who initiated the
All
breakup?
right,
No.
I moved to California
Oh, you initiated, right?
only because.
You left his
Thank
ass.
you.
That you
Only
proved his
because.
point.
You can't make this up, bro.
Only
You can't make this up. This is what I'm trying to say. Like women will
because
say some
I
fuckery,
was with him for
but
8
the reality,
years,
I don't care.
and he didn't
Hold on,
say-
stop. It's irrelevant. All this, the point is
That-
being made
What
right
didn't
now.
he say?
Women don't lead relationships, and it doesn't work. You were in a leadership role, and you left him because he was not in an authority position over you where you wanted to respect him. I always
hey,
say that.
look, you crazy as shit. Hey, look, I love respecting this nigga and every person in the club
You
that
left
knew
him.
me.
You left.
Knew. Hey, look, this shorty right here, she
You
was that
left.
nigga that looked like Drake.
It don't matter. You left.
You left.
I left for
Why?
a totally different
left.
reason. I
But
left
you
because
proved his
my
point.
goals
You left.
Yeah.
was going a different way than his goals.
So
no.
lead him. Let
It,
him to
wasn't,
the
it had
goal.
nothing to do with finances.
Lead him to the goal.
Because let me tell you
I
this.
tried to for years.
Here's the
I tried
difference.
to, but
Here's the
that wasn't
difference.
his goal
Here's
for
the
me.
difference. Here's the difference
that's
when
okay.
when men are in leadership roles versus women.
It took me 8 years to realize that, though.
Here's the thing. If your man was in your role and you were in his role and he wanted to move and go whatever, he wouldn't break up with you. He would say, "Come with me."
Exactly.
He didn't break up with me.
When women, no, you broke up with him. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm
Only
trying to explain to
because-
you. When men lead, the woman follows, and it
I
works.
wasn't being fair to him. You want me to tell y'all really real? I wasn't being fair to him. I didn't let him hang out with nobody.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
He
change
hung out with
anything.
me.
It doesn't change
That
anything.
Because you're
wasn't
a bad
fair.
leader.
I was being bad to him.
Yeah, bad leader.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I wanted to break the toxicness,
So
and I
women
moved to a
can't
whole
lead.
nother
Women
space.
can't
It
lead,
was-
bro.
What's wrong with
Your
you?
own experiences show this.
It
Bro.
wasn't about that, bro. It
No,
wasn't about that.
Women can't lead men in relationships.
No.
Period. And most women don't want to lead their man in a relationship.
I
It
don't
doesn't
want
work.
to. I don't want to.
It doesn't work. That's my argument. And your
But
reality proves
leadership
it.
doesn't. But leadership doesn't mean financially. Leadership doesn't mean financially. Leadership. He wasn't leading me
It's an
anywhere. He
important
was
component.
leading.
It's an important component.
Somebody doesn't listen. I'm a seasoned artist. Okay, my nigga was not into me being an artist. He never
Was he not
Like you
supporting
see
your
how you
dream?
bring into somebody and you feel like, we
Merch.
women got to be valuable to our man.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? He wasn't valuable to me. The only value I had was that he was real. He let me do what I wanted. He never stopped me from feeling beautiful,
No.
for feeling like
had
a
no
woman,
choice.
for
He had
hanging
no
out with
choice.
my
He had
friends.
no choice.
Listen, no. Y'all don't get it. No. I mean, from the day I met him, when
let
he
you
was
do
the
'cause he
one.
had no choice.
He was the one with the car. He was the one with the big ass house. He was the one with the chains. When I first met him, from that very first day, he never ever judged me. From that very first day, I said along the way he lost his path. That was 3 years into our relationship. I was with him 8 years. 3 years later, I loved him. I didn't look at him no way because he didn't have what I had. It didn't matter to me.
We're just gonna move on because the more you speak, the more it just proves my point that women are not
You
capable
wanted
of
to
leading.
fit your point, and so you're letting him.
No, everyone can see that.
Everyone
clearly.
can see it.
Okay.
Like
Even
you're in
the
your
chat.
feelings right now. I
I'm not
simply
in my
stated.
feelings. I
I
don't
simply
care
stated
about him or
women
this.
cannot lead men in relationships. I asked
I'm
all the
trying to
ladies,
make a point.
do you want to lead the relationship? All of them,
No.
most of them said no. I think all of them said no.
No.
Then ask
No,
yourself,
we don't.
no. So I'm saying it doesn't work when women lead relationships, which is true in general. And that's just how it is. And you're saying, no, women can lead relationships. Your own
Well,
relationship
my
proves
mama
that you
led,
can't.
so
Do you
it's
guys
cool.
think that there's
Mama
extreme
led. I lived in
situations, but
Parkland
like
my whole life.
actual very, very extreme situations where a woman might find herself leading the
Exception doesn't make the
relationship?
rule.
My mama led.
No, but I'm
she's an
talking about
exception.
like very like
Exception doesn't-
let's
Why do
say
you
like
keep-
like a widow. You get me? Like extreme situations like that. That's what I'm talking
I'm
about. Do you think
confused.
by then?
Like if the father dies, but I mean,
Do you get what I'm saying though? Like
yeah, but that's
to
like
that
one out of
extreme?
1,000 maybe.
Right.
But
Do you
that
think that?
No.
But
that
why
would-
even bring it up though? Like, what's the point?
I'm just curious, honestly, like to hear your
Yeah,
opinion.
it's possible,
like,
but
both
doesn't
of
mean-
you, both
Yeah,
of your guys'
That's not my
opinion
opinion.
on that. Like,
Generally speaking, if a woman's leading a relationship, it's gonna end.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Whether
Is
it's
there a
extreme or
problem?
agree.
I saw.
Yeah,
Was there a problem?
You gotta agree, or it's just like you guys think we're like depleted, we're stupid, we have no sense, we're
I
just.
mean, you're
But he didn't
single.
Say that. I'm single now.
I got older.
I never said that. I just
By
showed
choice.
that there's
Okay.
inconsistencies in your argument.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not about choice.
It
Oh.
is.
Because
Your story proved my point about what I was saying that women can't lead relationships.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So that's all I was pointing towards.
Yo, when this is over,
And you're saying my
Your
my mom led my dad or whatever. Well, that's an
Mhm.
exception to the rule.
when this is
It
over,
could be, but
so-
maybe that's
sweetheart,
why I feel so strongly
when it's
that way.
over, make the
I grew up
rule.
in Parkland. I
When it's
graduated from
over,
Douglas.
Exceptions don't make the
That's
rule.
just how I feel.
Yo, when this is
and I'm
done,
not changing
play
that.
it back, and then you tell us if you're right or wrong. All right, just play it back. Just play it back.
I mean, if
Because-
that makes you feel like that made me feel like
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
right,
I'm
I
just-
still
I'm
feel
just
like I'm
saying.
right.
So we can continue because you're just going in
Go
circles.
ahead, no problem.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Anyways.
More chats.
Okay, $50. Ask ladies who consider themselves alpha. No, read that one already. I think it was only one woman considers herself alpha. Anyone else consider them an alpha female? No, okay.
Ken M.
I low key do bad. Wish I did it.
See, I'm sure some of them do too.
All right, no disrespect. As much facts are given tonight by Myron, there's too much distraction around, which is probably why the likes are low. It's not pleasant to see and hear the distractions.
I mean, we have 5.8K right now. So.
Yo, guys, get us to. We should be 10K, man.
Yeah, we should.
This is the lowest IQ panel you guys have had to date.
What the fuck?
Fuck you.
We got J to the Osh, Josh. I'm sending you this $50 in hopes that the girl next to Myron won't open her mouth again.
I opened my mouth plenty of times.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure you
No,
have.
oh
All right,
my
next. I'm sure you have.
Upper wide, girl.
Upper wide.
Vivid visual. Woman, do you believe freedom to your happiness will be received through your own thoughts alone? If you don't walk out of here learning, then keep expecting no changes in your childish lives. FNF, I pray for the mental health of everyone. Listen, you guys got to understand, bro. We have this podcast to teach you guys. The girls don't give a fuck what we think. Man.
Exactly.
They really don't. And I tell you guys this all the time. Women don't give a fuck about your struggles. They pick the winners at the finish line. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. They really don't give a shit. They're gonna they're gonna go back after the show. No offense to you, ladies, and keep doing what they were doing. They're not gonna change. You know, this is for y'all to learn. Hey, this is how a lot of girls think. This is how you gotta adapt and move accordingly. It is what it is. To the chick with the gap across from Jabba the Hutt, I think you're secretly afraid of the possibility that you're infertile. A failed 8-year relationship and a deflection to your high-paying career all point to the fact that you can't have kids.
What the? Damn.
Because you know my story.
Do you have anything you want to say back to him?
I
Right.
said he's totally wrong, but it's A-okay, and I'm okay with that.
All right.
Jim Martin.
This nigga, bro.
Listen
He goes,
harder.
Listen harder. Talk less. Michelle Strahan. All right.
Okay.
You said you had a question or something?
All right.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know.
I had a question. So last thoughts.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
Go ahead.
After listening to all of this relationship money, who in here and all that listens to this, like, should men and women have the same salary or not? Like, when you apply for a job, do you think you should have the same salary? Because this is like a big, question in everywhere.
Do you mean in like general, or like should the man or the woman make more in their relationship?
No. Like, if I apply to a job, the same job as you apply to, should we get the same salary?
Based on qualifications,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes.
Based on qualifications alone, not gender.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
Qualifications.
Yeah.
And there tends to be, because a
Wage
lot of
gap.
women say that there's a wage gap.
There is.
Okay, so can you tell me what the wage gap is then?
I don't know what the wage gap is.
Oh, who said that there's a wage? Was it you?
No.
Or sorry, it was you that said it, right?
Yes, I know
Okay.
because one of the jobs that I was in, the manager before was a man, and he used to get salary, paid more.
Mhm.
Then he had a mental breakdown, ended up leaving, made me assistant manager before he left. Then I became the manager, and then the owner, who was also a man, tried to pay me hourly, like $5, $7 less
Oh
than
my
what they used to get
God.
paid.
Okay. So you think the wage gap
Disrespectful.
actually exists?
For sure.
100%.
Who? Okay, raise your hands. Who thinks the wage gap exists between men and women?
Oh,
And
God.
you get paid simply less because you're a woman.
Wow.
I mean, in different.
It really
I
depends
mean,
in
not across the
companies.
board, but in different. In different
Yeah.
fields, I think it does apply. As a
Yeah.
doctor, it applies. And working at McDonald's, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Working at a laundromat, it don't matter. Working at a club, it don't matter. But you working as a doctor,
Wage cap.
it matters.
Wage
Wage
cap.
cap.
As a cook, it matters.
So real quick, raise your hands. Who actually thinks that women make less money than men for the same jobs? I just want to see who actually
Like-
Raise your hands loud and clear.
Who actually believe that?
High and
Do you
mighty.
believe it?
High and
Okay.
mighty.
You think
But
women
again,
make
for-
less?
Raise your hands.
For the same
Prove
jobs
me
of
wrong.
like what though?
Come on.
Yeah,
the same
like it
jobs.
has to
Like
be a
Google, look
why.
up Google and see how much your women executive makes
Right.
versus men.
Raise your
executives.
hand.
Like
Raise your
corporate
hand.
world.
Wow.
Perfect
Like you
example.
talking about corporate
Yeah.
world?
I'm saying if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I don't have a problem with
You
that.
mean corporate
All right.
world?
Look up the facts.
So
Or
here's
like-
the thing. Here's the thing.
Because corporate world, we're definitely fucked.
Too easy.
Yeah,
Yo.
man.
Like here's the thing, ladies. The wage gap has been debunked a million times. Basically, there's this idea that women make 70 to 80 cents on the dollar that a man makes. This is simply not true. The reason why, because all they did was take all working men, right, full time, and all working women. What they actually found is that when you equate for hours worked, the type of job worked, skill level, education, etc., the wage gap pretty much evaporates. The reason why men make more money than women isn't because of their gender, but because in general, this is going to sound sexist, men work fucking harder, period. They work more dangerous
put
jobs.
on-
They work manual labor. They work jobs that have more risk. They work more hours. They're more incentivized to work
Hours.
overtime. And
I can
men
see
go
that.
into jobs that women will never go into. So
Yeah.
the reason why men make more is because men are far more willing to take more risk to make more money than women are, period.
Honestly, I
So
can see that though.
That is why women make less. Not because of a vagina, it's because of
That's in
personal
different fields
choice.
though, but I'm
It's
saying
in
within the same
different fields,
company.
man.
Yeah, right.
This is why I asked.
Yeah. So
Just what you
women
said right
women
now.
do not make less than men in general. Because when they took the wage gap, they basically
In general, probably not. I agree, but I'm saying within certain companies, there's just certain practices in place.
you're talking
where,
about corporate. They actually found Google women make
Corporate.
more than the men do.
Wait, exactly.
There's actually a wage gap
okay,
the other way around where the women make more.
okay, and
What
why
do you
is that?
think though?
Maybe in
What do
Florida.
you think?
Not in New York.
Me, I think that you said that some jobs guys are better in some ways than women. That's why they make more money. But if I want to be a makeup artist, maybe guys can be really good at makeup artists too. I'm just saying that any job I can be better in any other job, and the guy is
Right.
But
But what do you think when it's like the same exact job?
the
Like,
same
you're both
What do you
exact
think?
job.
Penis
I
foul.
think that
What do you
I think that
if
you
it's
should
a-
have the same salary,
Right.
but it depends which job it is.
Okay. So, well, what do you think though? Do you think a guy gets paid more or a woman when it's the exact same job?
Definitely a guy
A
gets paid
guy?
more.
You think
definitely.
that? Okay.
I literally just
Definitely.
explained it to you. Men are more willing to work more hours than women are a lot of the times. Like when a woman has children, she works less. When a man has children, he works more.
I agree.
We're very different. So it's not that we have a wage gap because we're
Because that's
oppressing
what the
women. It's
men
because
expect.
men are more incentivized to work more when they have
There's
kids.
still a wage gap,
That's
though.
what's
And then-
expected.
and
It may not be just because of gender, but there is a wage
Here's the
gap.
argument.
It's not because of gender. It's because of personal choice. Women major.
Yeah.
Most of the majors that women have
Wants
right,
to
in
have
college,
kids, and then we can't
Yo,
work.
stop interrupting. When most of the jobs that women have that they get out of college with don't pay a lot. Most of the jobs that men major in when they're in college pay more. Engineering, math, technology. Women don't go into these fields. Men do. Women prefer social work, and being with kids and, jobs that don't pay as much. So women get paid less, not because they're women, but because of personal choices.
And real quick, right? If let's say I'm a business owner, if I can get away with paying you less money as women, why would I hire men? Think about it.
And
I would save women money if I just hire women.
Yeah, and honestly, like what I've experienced in life or what I've witnessed in life, like the men that I've witnessed, I've seen them put in more hours, than women. Like personally though, like I'm not talking about like in general, like personally, that's what I've seen and witnessed. So like,
Yeah, well, or like sick leave, maternity leave. Most guys are still at work. We're just saying, like, for the most part,
right.
if-
That's
if-
exactly
if
what
I-
I was thinking about.
if I'm an employer, I'm gonna hire only women because I can save money every single time.
Yeah, and it's illegal to pay women less. So like any girls that say there's a wage gap and women get paid, no, man, it's because women choose to work less hours, less demanding jobs that pay less. They want to go into social work. They don't want to go in technology and math, engineering, etc. So it's personal decision why women get paid less typically.
And also the guy that was before you that got paid more,
probably had more experience.
We don't know if he had more experience, if he was close friends. We don't know the behind the scenes. We just know, hey, you got a position.
Well, no, hold on. No, we know for a fact he was more experienced. He had the job longer than her.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
You
go.
know for a fact, like.
But the owner was the one that made me the manager, so why not like? And I never argued for the same pay as the
You
previous
became
person.
manager
But they,
under special circumstances.
if that
because-
person was making 24 and you're offering me 15 for the same
But she's
job,
bringing up a good point though. You got promoted kind of out of necessity.
You became assistant manager.
But if you
because
need
they
me, then
saw
you should pay me.
potential in you to become manager, but you weren't there yet. And then he had his mental breakdown and he dipped, and they needed somebody to fill that role.
right?
You
And
were
and,
the most,
and they
the
figured it
best
was
candidate
easier to
fill
pay
the
me
role.
less
They
and
needed
and
to
get
respect
another
her
man
enough.
to
You
come in and
could've-
pay him more.
You
Yes,
could have
they needed to
negotiated
respect
that.
And I
her.
did.
See,
You could
to
have
give you at
negotiated
least
for more
in
money.
between.
I
Like,
absolutely
You didn't
did.
have to
Ano-
accept that
another
position
point.
and
Most-
accept the lesser amount.
most men will argue up front, hey, you know what? I want this raise in salary. I want this. I'm
And
not
I
doing it.
did. I absolutely did. And I told him, I was like, look, I know because of that, it was out of necessity. I know that I don't have the experience that this person did coming into it. And I
Stop
have no
right
problem
there.
with
Then
that.
that's it right
That's it
there.
I have no problem with that, but
Hold on,
you're
hold
not
on.
gonna lowball me.
Stop. Everything else is irrelevant.
Yeah, you don't
He got
experience.
paid more because he had more experience. Done.
That's it.
Like
But the gap in it is excessive. When you're making $24 an hour salary and I'm making $14 an hour, $14 an hour
experience
hourly.
is a lot.
No, sir.
Yes, it is.
But for the workload that's involved, if I'm
Listen,
doing that and you're throwing me in there
experience.
to the wolves and not teaching me anything, yeah, you need to pay me for my time.
Hey,
I'm learning this on my own.
Welcome to corporate America and
America.
capitalism, baby
Absolutely.
girl. This is why so many women don't like to work, because women don't like to have to deal with these harsh realities that men have to deal with.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate reality. The man has more experience than you. He's been there longer than you. He's more equipped for it. And quite frankly, he could demand a higher wage. So you come in, you're kind of there as a replacement. You're being upgraded from assistant manager. They're going to go ahead and try to lowball you. And
Of
there's another
course.
thing too why they know men make more money. Men are better negotiators when it comes to salary. Men have a natural proclivity to make more money than women do, because men, we know, our values determine on what we create, how much money we earn. That is how we're based as humans almost. For women, where does your value come from? There's a reason why all y'all wearing makeup right now, and you took care to look a certain way before you came on camera.
I'm not
Women
wearing
know their
makeup.
beauty.
I'm not wearing makeup.
Okay, congratulations. That's you.
I am.
Most women
I
wear
love being a woman.
Well, most women do
Every day
care
I do
about
it
their
for
looks.
no
So what I'm
reason.
trying to say is, a woman's proclivity is to be beautiful. A man's proclivity is to create things. So, hey,
See,
men are more likely to argue for higher wages than women are. Just like women are more likely
I
to get their
argue
nails
for it.
done.
I'm at old job,
I don't
right?
get my nails done.
I'm at old job, right?
Bro, it's not about you.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But you're saying women as a collective, like, and you're speaking as men as a collective, like we're not all individuals.
But then you keep basing it back on you.
Because I'm an individual, I'm talking about me as myself. You're saying women. I'm saying I don't get my nails done. I'm not wearing makeup.
Yeah, but most
That's today though.
all right.
No,
so-
that's every day. I don't wear nails and I don't wear
Alright,
makeup. I got my
so-
lashes on. That's it. I put them on in the car.
and hair.
I got my hair done.
All right, and no.
And what
Clothes? Clothes.
Okay, what about my
I don't
clothes?
even know
I
why
gotta-
we're even going through this. It
You like
doesn't
to dress
matter.
nice?
Like, because here's the thing, she keeps attributing everything I'm saying back to herself instead of like the generalities of what I'm saying. I'm saying in general, women don't negotiate for higher wages like men do. They're less likely to negotiate for those wages.
I agree. I just